lot of people have tried to kill me, but I'm still here.
Eternity is a curse. I can make you mortal.
You offering to kill me? Eternity? You don't know the meaning of the word. What kind of monster are you? The Wolverine. You have 10 words. You don't have the faintest idea what's going on. How many words was that?
9.
In really 3D and large format theaters.
Hello, I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. Today I am discussing a film that serves as a welcome return to form for one of my favorite superheroes, the Wolverine. Taking place sometime after the events of X-Men The Last Stand, the Wolverine begins by showing the title character Logan, played again by Hugh Jackman, showing that he has severed his ties with the X-Men and is now living a solitary life in the wilderness, still plagued by visions of his lost lover, Jean Grey, played by Famke Janssen. One day, Logan is confronted by a Japanese woman named Yuriko, played by Rila Fukushima, who is acting on behalf of her employer, Master Yashida, played by Haruiko Yamanouchi, who is said to be one of the wealthiest and most powerful men in Japan. Yashida claims to be able to cure Logan's immortality as a means of repaying Logan for saving his life during the atomic bombing of Nagasaki. Logan refuses the deal only to have his powers taken from him by force by a mutant woman named Viper, played by Svetlana Kodchenkova. Things soon go from bad to worse as Logan must now protect Yashida's granddaughter Mariko, played by Tao Akamoto, from Viper and her Yakuza allies, all the while without the benefit of his immortality. This movie has been in development since at least 2009 and has been delayed numerous times for a variety of reasons. The most prominent of these being that the filmmakers had a desire to film on location in Japan, which had to be put on hold for almost a year due to the disasters that plagued the country in 2011. This, coupled with the fact that the film went through at least 2 directors and several screenwriters, did not bode well for the final product. Despite these bad omens, this film manages to be a very satisfying film, not only in terms of action, but also in terms of story and character development. And besides, Hollywood has proven that they can give Wolverine a far worse treatment than they are in this newest film. Hugh Jackman brings his A game to the role of Logan, as one would expect, but the film manages to delve more into his psyche than the previous films did, showing us more of why he's the disgruntled, antisocial old soul that we've all come to know and love. This is especially highlighted in his interactions with Jean and Mariko, with the visions of Jean symbolizing his guilt of the crimes he's committed in the past, and his romance with Mariko symbolizing his desire to return to the world and protect it. That's the kind of subtlety and nuance that one would not typically expect from a comic book film. In fact, for the most part, this film doesn't feel like a comic book film. Instead, it treats itself more like a dark and dramatic action thriller. I'm not saying that it's as serious as intense as, say, The Dark Knight, but it's still refreshing to see a Marvel movie that's more mature in its storytelling, as I stated earlier this year in my Iron Man 3 review. Having said all that, this does bring me to my only major complaint about the film, the final act. This is where the film departs from its serious tone and reverts to the over-the-top antics you would expect in any comic book film. Everything from kidnapping the love interest to the reveal that a character we thought was dead really wasn't. Not to say any of it is bad, in fact I quite enjoyed a lot of it. I just mean to say that it was rather inconsistent with the tone of the rest of the film. In conclusion, I give The Wolverine a big screen rating, though I must admit I did not see the film in 3D and thus cannot add an in 3D or in 2D rating to it. This film manages to be the Wolverine story that X-Men Origins Wolverine tried to be but failed miserably to be. On a final note, make sure to stay for the post-credit scene. It features 2 cameos by very important X-Men characters, I won't spoil who, and also sets up the upcoming X-Men Days of Future Past, so be sure to see it. I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want.